One thing I forgot to say to you, William and John and Southern and Cypress, is this. See, you guys think that you got me. You guys think that you destroyed all of my evidence, right? And for the most part, you did. But there's one thing that you did not count on that I held on to just in case for such an occasion. Because, see, every ounce of data that was on that 2 terabyte hard drive, that 2 terabyte hard drive was just the backup. That massive hard drive that you destroyed, yeah, that's just the backup. I have the original right here. This is the original hard drive out of my original tower that I bought. And guess what? I can and will be handing this over to the proper authorities. And see, you guys think that you got me, but here's the truth of the matter. All the police got to do is go through this hard drive. And when they do go through said hard drive, they will see that I'm not doing anything. I will gladly allow them to look at all of my stuff because on this hard drive is every single ounce of all of my information. Every email, every record of my email, they can go in and use this. So I didn't get rid of everything. And I know it's here somewhere. Where the fuck is it? I also still have the original hard drive from my Xbox, which I converted into an external hard drive as a backup. So all they gotta do is plug this little device into their stuff, and they can yank all the information. And bear in mind, this is a 1 to 2 terabyte storage hard drive, boys. So see, I have everything right here. The original hard drive to my computer to hand over to the police, and a backup, just in case. Oh, and just for the record, if you guys do try to drag this out to court, it's not going to work. Because I've already showed my lawyer every ounce of evidence of how Akron law enforcement failed to help my family when we called for help, which led to the actions that I did. And during that time frame, I was not in a very good state of mind. I'll admit that. I was very fucked up. I was very angry. I was tired. I was confused. And the videos of me raging out with calm sessions in between show that. So therefore, your little fucking defense of, oh, get him on exposing himself. Bro, police already gave me a fucking warning. You can't do anything else after that, you fucking idiots. It's already been reported. The case is done and over. If they were going to arrest me, they would have done it by now. You fucking idiots. So until a police officer themselves, or a real, an actual real FBI agent, or my lawyer, Laura herself, comes down from New York to pick these up, these are not going anywhere. I will personally hand these to a police officer or my lawyer only. I will not hand these over to anybody else but a real police officer or my lawyer. I have everything right here, motherfuckers. See, in the back of my mind, I knew that you guys were going to try shit. Something in the back of my mind told me that you guys were going to try some shit. Hence, why I held on to these, just in case. This is the original hard drive out of my original computer, and this is everything backed up from my gaming PC. So, unless you guys plan on killing me to take these, you're cooked. And by the way, if you really think that you guys have something on me, you don't got nothing. And you want to know why you don't got nothing? Because I have nothing to hide. I will personally sit here on my laptop, on both of my laptops, and once they can get these booted up, I will sit there on a computer with all law enforcement officers and openly go through everything and show them, because guess what? I have a list of every single email address that I have ever had on this. And I will gladly grant them access to every email, every single thing that I have ever had in my life, as far as being a content creator on this device. Every email they have access to on here. And I will openly show this to them. Why? Because I have nothing to hide. Unlike you guys, who clearly has quite a bit to hide, actually. And like I said, by the end of the night, one of my buddies is going to have every single one of your guys' criminal histories. And once that is found, and I hand it over to my lawyer, your little case is going to go bye-bye before it even hits the courts. Like I said, I'm not going nowhere. But you guys, on the other hand, you guys are. Because, see, you fucking idiots fail to realize that I know the laws a little bit better than most, because I've dealt with this shit. I've gone through the system, dumbasses. And like I said, I'm also a little bit tech savvy myself. You hear that siren? That's going to be the sound that's going to be showing up to your guys' houses when you guys get arrested. Like I said, I have no problem showing the police everything. And I have no problem sending everything into a judge to where I don't have to show up to court. I can show them all the evidence. And I won't even have to fucking be there. So either way, William, Southern, John, Cypress, either way, you guys lose and I win. Because Akron law enforcement failed to do their fucking job to help me when my family called for help many times, and there is evidence of them disregarding my family, acting unprofessionally. And neglecting my family. Matter of fact, let me ask my assistant here what the charges would be against Akron law enforcement. Hey Noah, how you doing today? Oh.
Hey there, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's your day going?
Doing good. Got a question for you. If Akron law enforcement were to be charged with neglecting my family and their failure to help all 6 of these years that my family's been trying to reach out, what consequences would they be facing?
That's definitely a complex situation. Generally, if law enforcement were found legally negligent, there could be various consequences like internal disciplinary actions, civil lawsuits, or even changes in policy and training. It really depends on the specifics and the laws in that jurisdiction, but it can definitely get pretty involved.
And what if their failure to do their job led me to doing actions that I know were illegal, but at the time when I committed those actions, I was in a very bad state of mind due to the constant harassment that I've dealt with and law enforcement's failure to do their job? What kind of consequences would they be facing for all of that?
That definitely adds more layers to it. In that kind of scenario, it might lead to more thorough investigations, possibly even higher level accountability for the law enforcement agencies. There could be civil liability and sometimes even criminal charges if there's a clear pattern of neglect or misconduct. It could also impact public trust and lead to reforms. It's definitely a complicated situation that would need a lot of careful legal consideration.
So say that these trolls tried to drag me into court for the exposure thing, which I've already been warned for by the police and have not done so since. Like, say all this went to court and they tried to pull that card. What are the chances that the judge would overlook that as me not being in a very good state of mind because of what they did? Because at the time, I was not in a good state of mind. I was in severe distress. I was not okay. I was mentally unstable. And I was not good. I was in a very bad place mentally. And I've openly spoken about this.
Yeah, that definitely would factor into how a court might view the situation. Judges do take mental health and the context of someone's state of mind into account, especially if there's documented evidence or prior warnings. It could potentially lead to more leniency or even alternative resolutions, like mental health support rather than strict legal penalties. Of course, it all depends on the specifics of the case, the evidence, and how it's presented, but it's definitely something that can be considered.
So you see here, guys, I'm not the one going on trial. You guys are. And like I said, because of what you guys have done, this is out of my hands. This is now between you guys and my lawyer. Now, if you'll excuse me, dumbasses, I have a real world life to get to. Okay? Peace out, bitches. And by the way, don't try to fucking pull the DA thing on me again because it's not going to work. I've already spoke with the police. They've already given me several warnings. And guess what? I've adhered to those warnings. So therefore, your little thing of, oh, we're going to get him on this. No, you're not. I've already been warned and I've been sticking to that warning. So, once again, you fail. Peace. I have a real life to get back to.